Good evening, fellow Fix-It pioneers. It's me, DontPokeJosh, and that is a very fast-moving moon. Welcome back to another tutorial for Satisfactory. Today we're going to be talking about the to-do list. Your to-do list is a list of all the objects you want to manufacture. This could be a building, vehicle, workshop item, or really any item in the game. At the top of the list are all the items that you have chosen to build, and collectively below are the intermediate products that you will need to gather to do so. Adding to the list can be done from the Builder menu, the Equipment Workshop, the Craft Bench, or in any vehicle workbench. When using the workshop or any of the benches, you can add items to the to-do list by right-clicking the mouse button and selecting Add to List. You can also then remove from to-do list directly in the same menu. Whereas in the Builder menu, hovering over any selection will reveal a plus symbol or a minus symbol, which you can add or subtract respectively. You can also add multiple units in the Builder menu by typing into the input box, which appears once you have pressed the plus icon. You can also edit the quantities in your to-do list by pressing the plus or minus on the right hand side whilst you have the Builder menu open. You can also shift plus, which will add 10 to the quantity. Lastly, inside the Builder menu, you can also scroll down to see any items that are obscured in the list, and when you exit the menu, it will stay in that position, allowing you to see those items for longer. You aren't able to edit the quantities whilst in any workbench screen, however you are able to scroll down in these screens, allowing you once again to see more clearly what you need to build. When you remove the last item from the list, the item will completely disappear from your list, and also you can clear the entire list by pressing this icon below. Today I'm looking to set up a production of concrete. I'm going to need a miner and a constructor, which I'm going to put into my list. Now that I've collected some of the items, there are a few left, and I can add the more complex items into the list as before. So portable miner will be added in, and I can then add my reinforced iron plates. Once again, I have to enter the Builder menu and increase my iron plates to 3. Thus I have a more comprehensive ingredient list, which will now include screws. You can go as far down as you need to depending on what you've already automated in your factory. However, it's important to know that anything you add from the benches will add 1 pack of items, meaning the amount of product that you produce during one manufacturing cycle. In the case of screws, the pack size is 6, meaning to get all 72 screws, I only need to manufacture 12 packs. In the late game, I promise you won't be counting screws, but I think it's a really interesting mechanic in the task list. When you manufacture the product, it gets removed from your list, and as before, it disappears once you have made the desired quantity. The same will also apply to my miner and my constructor. This tutorial has been created in the experimental build, but it currently applies to the early access release. However, as this is experimental and early access, the game is always subject to change. I personally would love to see the editing of quantities come to the workshop menus with text input for larger quantities of smaller items, but hey, that is just me. Let me know what you think below. Thank you very much for watching, and all the best for next time. Goodbye, fellow pioneers.